Hello, AriTheGoddesss here. I hope you all are doing well today. May this message resonate with you, and may you always use true discernment within every message. May the divine guide you and bring you the truth, the wisdom, and the clarity that is needed for your life, for your journey, and for this moment. So this message is going to be a divine activation and healing message. I use these messages from my own personal digital oracle deck that I created. If you are wanting to purchase this deck, you can purchase it in the link below, in the description below, or you can go to AriTheGoddesss.com. But this is my personal deck that I use along with other decks as well. I'm going to go ahead and get into the message because there's a lot of messages. There's many messages that I want to come through through this message. You may be divinely guided right now to be by water, get near water, drink more water, purify, to be by water, to be in nature, to spend more time by water, yes, or to use the water element in your favor. Okay, so this message is for someone, this message in particular is for someone to not apologize for going inward for your healing. That message is for someone not apologizing for how far you've come with your healing, or for someone is not apologizing for healing. And those are two different things. Those are two different messages, meaning like for the first of not apologizing for choosing you right now and going inward and healing, there are some of you that may just be starting your journey of healing, going inward, and there may be a lot of people in this time, or there may be circumstances and obstacles that may be going on that I'm not going to say you're not giving your full attention to, but you're choosing to look at it in a different perspective and also focus on going inward. So that could look from the outsider, that can look like you're not caring, or for the outsider that can look like you're not really putting in effort in these areas within these obstacles and challenges. But that's further from the truth. Right now you're choosing to go inward because you're realizing the reason why certain obstacles and challenges may be going on in your life because of what has been going on inward, and you not addressing and healing what has gone on inward. I really hope that message is resonating for someone. So really not feeling guilty about where you are right now and your healing, because you're learning that you're learning that because a lot of obstacles, I'm repeating basically what I'm saying. A lot of obstacles and challenges may be going on in your life because of the healing that has not been done within. It's really just a reflection of what's going on outwardly is a reflection of what's going on inwardly, and you're choosing to honor what's within and heal that. Not only just so that you can reflect it outwardly, but because you know that you really truly deserve to really get to know who you are, to really get to heal, to really know that you are loved, to really know that you are worthy, to really activate that truth within. This is what you're doing in this time right now. And you're being reminded not to feel guilty about this because you deserve this time. This is an important time in your life. This is a time that matters. This is a time that is going to, this moment is going to change. It may not seem like it now, but this very moment is going to change your entire life. If you're able to get through, if you're able to continue to put one foot in front of the other and continue to believe and trust in the divine, because this is an interconnection with the divine that you're about to have. And you're gonna have to be trusting more and trusting your intuition more. And that is a message from the divine activation message today. In this message is so the message is intuition, self-love. Wow. Intuition, self-love. What else were they? 666, the sacral chakra, and the earth sign, the earth element. And this is and basically it's telling it, you're being divinely guided to trust your intuition right now and to choose self-love. Listen to that inner voice. What is that inner voice telling you? Instead of what outsiders telling you in this time and in this moment right now, what is that inner voice telling you? And it's guiding you to choose self-love. Go within. Yes, there may be things that are triggering you on this path. There may be, a lot of obstacles and challenges that may be going on that may be triggering. But as you go within and trust in the divine and heal that inner child, these was, these were, do I want to use the word subside? I'm going to use that word. And so as we go along with 666, it's a message of reflection, learning from what you're going through, asking yourself why you're going through this, looking at the root of why it's going on, looking at the cycles of the root, and really getting in there and digging deep and asking the divine for the truth with it, for the healing in it, for the ease with it, because some of these the truth may be coming up. It may be challenging for you to accept it, but asking the divine, could you have helping you to have the clarity and the ease so that you can receive it, so that you can move forward in it, and where it doesn't stagnate you or where it doesn't trigger you where you don't want to move forward. But asking the divine to help you in this time right now is significant. Also with the sacral chakra, there's so much that's going to be revealed to you about who you are, your skills, your talents, and your abilities. And you never know, of course, you may have things that you're interested in now, but as you go within and heal that truth and activate that truth and listen to that guidance, there's going to be so much that you're going to learn that you have that's been within you in this entire time. There's some spiritual gifts that you have. Not only spiritual gifts, there's some divine gifts that is within, and you're being divinely guided to tap into it. And this is the perfect time for it. And I ask that you don't allow outsiders or external things to get in the way of this, because there's so much truth to you is going to be revealed. And within that sacral chakra, you may be needing to look into the sacral chakra more, eat more orange fruits and vegetables in this area. Also, you can meditate on this area, many different things. Asking the divine, what can you do in that area so that you can activate and unblock any stagnant energy. Maybe there is a root, maybe there is a blockage from some things that may have happened in the past that may be coming from the sacral chakra. This is where your skills and abilities and how you express yourself, this is maybe it may be challenging for you to express yourself. So maybe this chakra is blocked. Maybe this chakra is blocked, and maybe this is where you're going to be finding that truth of the root of why, and you're going to be activating, and you never know what you may get out of it. You may find that you may be into music, you may be a singer, you may be into art, things that you may not even know that you were able to tap into. You're gonna this is that opening that is occurring for you. Also with the earth, the earth element, just speaking of, that consciousness, being aware, having that oneness with earth, and, just being aware and conscious and present, in this time. All right, I know I spent some time on that message. Going on to the message of for someone who, you have healed, right? You have healed certain, of course we're continuing to evolve, but you have healed, areas in your life. You have chose to be present and do the healing. I don't like really calling it work, but I do it just to move forward in the message. You have done the work of healing. You have healed. You have done the moving of the energy, healing, growing, evolving, choosing to go within. You have done this, and now you're on the other side. Now you're on the other side of it, or you're nearing the other side of it. You could be seeing 999 and 000. These are definitely signs that you are nearing a cycle, or you have ended a cycle. Many at that, not just one. And what's amazing is I haven't even been shuffling the cards, okay? But these messages, they have to come out. Okay, so yes, for someone, you may be nearing a cycle, or you may have already ended a cycle, and what you're going to realize is that you may have been on this journey for years, right? And you may have been on this journey, this for years, and you may have thought at the beginning that you were behind on your healing, or you may have been, that you may be finishing last when it comes to your healing, as far as, your growth and you're evolving. You may feel like everyone else has healed, or everyone else was doing this or doing that, and you feel like, oh, it's just now getting to you. What you're going to realize in this time is that's what it looked like, but you really went within and really did the healing, did the work, did the moving, did what was needed for you for this new chapter in your life. And what you're going to realize, what you were so paranoid about, what you were so paranoid about, or what you were so resistant of, you're going to realize that was just external. That was you looking externally with people, not really looking and paying attention and observing if the healing was really being done, not just from, individuals, but just from even just all around you, And so you're going to realize in this time, wow, all these years I was paranoid for no reason, or all these years I felt inadequate for years, and now you're on the other side, and you're so grateful that you're on this other side, and you're realizing that people really haven't, others have not really done it as they were claiming that they were doing it, doing the healing or doing the work, or making it seem as though they were doing certain things. This is something that you're realizing. Not saying this is something to applaud about, or make it seem like other people are inadequate. This is just something that you're just realizing. And not only, the beautiful thing about this is, not only are you realizing this, but now where you are, you're going to be embracing this and helping others get up to that, rise to that as well. And it does not have to be by doing much. See, that's another thing about this. See, when you looking at things externally, you looking at people, like, when you looking at things externally, you think just because someone is doing that they are in their divine alignment. But what I want to get from this, what I want you to understand from this message is, it's not going to take much from you, because you really did the healing, you really did the moving, you really did the the truth seeking, and and gaining that interconnection with the divine. So what you doing right now, really, I know you heard of light work. I know you heard of light workers, star seeds, and just different things in that area. Because who you are, it's gonna be, I'm not gonna say just easy, but you're really just embracing what you've been through. You're really just embracing what you really did. It's nothing trying to be extravagant or boastful, or feeling as though, you're a divine, and you deserve to know that you're divine inwardly and outwardly. But it's not a boastful thing. It's just something that you're going to be embracing, because this is something that you really did, if that is making sense. And you are being divinely guided to not feel guilty about this. That's the main thing that I'm wanting you to know in this time, is you don't have to feel guilty about this healing that you chose to do when others wouldn't choose to do it, or when others felt as though they had did it and you were just behind, or if you were feeling as though you were behind and others were had already did it. You're being divinely guided to not to feel guilty about this, and to know, and to not only just not feel guilty about this, but to know that you deserve to embrace it as well. And as you embrace it, others are able to grow from that as well. and to not to let the guilt make you come back down, make you go back low, if that is, resonating for some. I know that kind of was everywhere. Purification. I have here purification again. So going back to at the beginning when I was speaking about being by water, drinking more water, purifying. I have purification here again. The number 36 can be significant. You are raising your vibration right now, or you're divinely guided to raise your vibration right now and care for your energy. This is what I just was, speaking of. Purification, purifying, this is why water may be significant, just, being in nature, being by water, taking spiritual baths, cleansing, cleansing your mind, your body, and your soul, purification. And I have here also unconditional love. You are blessed in this time, and you're being reminded of the magic of love. See, you got shown unconditional love on your journey, and this is what you're going to be embracing. You're going to be embracing this, and you're going to not only be embracing this in this time, but you're going to, whatever your skills, whatever your ability, whatever your talent is, you're going to express it. You're going to embrace and express unconditional love through whatever gifts that you have. Your body. Celebrate your temple. Your body's power. Celebrate your temple. Honor your temple. Honor your gifts, your abilities, your talents and skills. Also, there may be for some who may, have, maybe coming out of, this time, and you may be raising your vibration in this time, or, you may be realizing that what you've been through, you survived a lot of things. I'm getting for a lot of people, like, you survived a lot of things. You survived obstacles, challenges. You survived, the things that you were telling yourself, the negativity that you were telling yourself, the negativity that was around you, the energy that was around you, the certain crafts that was being manipulated. I'm going to say that. You survived a lot. You did. And this isn't in vain. What you've been through is not in vain. There's so much that is, being replenished. There's so much that is being restored in your life. There's so much gain. See, what you think you have lost, you did not lost. I've spoken of this before, of you're getting double for what you've been through. And it's not even just double in a material. See, you've gotten double inwardly. Like what's about to come to you in your life, it's not because it's not just an external thing. This is something you did inward, and the reason why, and this is why it's going to come externally. This is why it's making this. This is why you're in divine alignment with the external. This is why the external things are coming, because of what you've done inwardly. I have here intuition twice. Reconnecting also with your divine sexuality may be significant as well. Kundalini may be significant as well. Kundalini may be may be significant. Also, snakes can be significant. You could be shedding. You could have shedded. You know how snakes shed their skin? You can see it as that. I have here intuition twice. See, I cannot make this stuff up. See, the things, I can't make it up. Double. See, and this double that is going on inwardly is going to show itself outwardly. Done a lot of healing. You've done a lot of healing. And you're being divinely guided to continue to listen to your intuition, because it's a messenger. That universe is a messenger. it's going to guide you. So you're being divinely guided to follow it. And this may be a great, mystery. But, there's wisdom that is being brought to you. And it's going to be the keys to your destiny. The moon may be significant. You're removing yourself from, illusions. There may be things that you may have been, delusional about, or, there may be illusions that may have been, blocking you from seeing how divine you are, or blocking you from this new beginning, or blocking you from how far you've come. You have really, really, really survived, surviving illusions. That is difficult and challenging as well, because it's something that it can be tricky, and you survive it. You've let go of these illusions. You've let go of them, or you're removing them. You have, or you're removing them, and those are challenging. Guidance. See, I have here guidance. See, you've been divinely guided. You've been listening to the guidance. You've been trusting in the divine's intelligence. You've been letting the divine's guidance be your foundation. Or you may be divinely guided to continue to do this, or to start for some. Because when you have the divine's foundation, you will have something to follow. You will have something to stand on, stand firm on. I also have here love. So you're choosing love. You learned that no person, place, or thing is your salvation. Also, you choosing love, even with the obstacles and challenges and the crafts and the things that has come to you in your life on your journey. You're still choosing love. You're still choosing love. You're still choosing love. You know some things. You know some things, but you're still choosing love. And it's out of your hands. A lot of these things are out of your hands. And you're trusting in the divine, that the divine will take care of it. Also, there may be, you may be going back to that, remember that Princess Diana video? If you ever got to the end of that video, I'm not sure if I posted the entire video, but you remember she was saying that, basically she was saying in the video, why is the people want to know like, where does she get it from? He was like, why do you think people don't like you, or something like that? And she said, I believe it's the strength. And she said, I believe every woman had to walk down this path because people want to know why she's so strong. Where does she get it from? Where she's going to use it? How it's going to, affect people, basically, like that. And she was just saying she's not here to be destructive. She's here to be good, to do good. And this is the type of person that you are. See, you know the crafts. You know the things that people, you know this journey. You've seen some things. You've paid attention to the signs. You've been divinely guided on who, what, when, where. But you still chose love. And you still choosing to use your strength in a beautiful way, in a divine way. And you're trusting in the divine that everything will be taken care of in the way that it needs to. And this is why this is why you've been protected. This is why you've been protected, because of who you are, because of your heart, because of the love you have within you. And not only, divine know this, people know this as well. And this is why also you may have went through a lot of the things that you went through, because, there may have been some people taking advantage of you. There may have been some circumstances that you may have, been taken advantage of, but it was all a part of the journey. See, if you wouldn't have never went, and I know this may be challenging to hear, or you can be at ease with knowing this now, but that's why a lot of this stuff happened, because it was to open you up to how divine you are. What with certain crafts and certain things that was done to you, what people don't realize is when See, this is why I say I stay out of people's business and I leave people alone. Because you never know who, I've said this before, you never know who people are. You never know who is divinely protecting them. You never know who is around them. And this is why their revenge, no. Let the divine take care of, because like I said, you never know who people are, and you never know who the divine, and I'm not saying the divine doesn't have the hand on everyone, but you never know who is really divinely protected. And you never, the very things that you may be doing to get revenge or to plot on someone or something like that can come back to you. And I'm not here to be in anyone's business with saying this, but that can come back to you, because you never know who that person is. And not only can it come back to you, but that person can, you may tear the person down, right? But imagine when the person get back up and get double for their trouble, get double for what someone has done for their destiny, and then everything comes back to you. Imagine how you will feel when that's played out for your reality. This is why I say it's important to observe, pay attention to the signs and stuff, so that you can see what happens to people when they do certain things. And I'm not just talking about when it comes to you, just when it comes to people in your life. Instead of looking at what they're bringing you or what they're going through and gossip about it, what is it that you can learn? What is the lessons that can be learned from it when a person going through something, or where a person have done something wrong, or you have done something wrong, and you see how things go or play out? That is what this stuff is for. And even in the movies, it may seem like the bad guy winning, but and the whole movie, but then and I'm not here saying good or bad, trying to make it seem like anyone is inadequate. I'm just trying to get a point out. Like, intentionally doing things to people when they have not done anything to you. I don't know who that message for. I know I'm everywhere, but that's why I wanted to go ahead and get into the message, because I knew it was going to do that. I knew it. Individuality, and I have here awakening. See, you're awakening to this truth. But doing things to people, I never understood that, but maybe it's not for me to understand. Maybe it's just to have a perspective about it. And I have certain perspectives about it. But this is something that you are, realizing, just how divine you are. Or, for some, even looking at things in a different perspective of, let's say, this is why it's important. I'm going to say this. This is why it's important not to be envious or jealous of anyone, because you never know what it leads to. And a lot of crafts, see, this is something I've learned on this journey, not because I was doing, but because if I would have never went through this journey, I would have never knew the certain things that goes on externally when it comes to this. Yeah, I knew a little bit. Yeah, I knew, I thought it was on some movie stuff. I'm going to just say that. But as I went through my journey, there was a lot of stuff that was brought to me about certain things. And like I said before, I knew about it, and I would probably say something say something funny about it, but I never knew that it was an actual thing, and that there would be certain crafts used on people just because of who they are, or just because of jealousy or envy, or just because of a man. Like, when I found that one out, I just that really took me to a whole nother level. And when there's so much that I have not spoken of on this channel about my journey, and it's like I said before, it's because of how I want to deliver it, and I don't want to I'm solution based. I'm not here to play the victim. I want to bring forth a solution. If it seems like I'm not bringing forth a solution, I'm just going to wait until it's able to be a solution from it. Or I'm going to speak messages where you can hear where I've gotten through it, or in that area, But yeah, there are some certain things that I found out on this journey, as I spoken of before, like, and this is something that you may have done as well. You may have found out, certain things about certain individuals, but you have awakened to a lot of truth, and you're no longer choosing to be naive in that area. And that naive word is so tough to receive, but speaking of truth, just speaking of that truth and allowing, that truth to bring you the wisdom and the perspectives that you need. And not only the perspectives, but, different ways that you can look at things and ask the divine for the divine protection and divine guidance and discernment on. So that may be significant. You may have, been through that as well, of, realizing that, there's certain things that can be done because of crafts, because, and it's all, it could be from jealousy, envy because of a guy or a woman, like literally. And when I, wow. So, yes, you are being divinely guided in this time. In this time, continue to choose love and know that this is an individual journey. You're awakening to this truth, or this is something that you will be awakening to, or this is something that you've done. I believe this is something, for some, this is something that it may be occurring, but this is something that you've done, and this is why you're on the level that you're on. You're limitless as inner child, letting go, true offering, give it to the divine. Yeah, this is something that you are realizing now, that confidence. You have that confidence now that you're limitless. See, and this is a thank you. This is a thank you for, even for you, for when you doubted yourself, for the obstacles and challenges that you had to face, for the people that had to be removed out of your life or remove themselves from your life. This is a thank you time, because it helped you realize how divine you are, how limitless you are, how extraordinary you are, how loving you are, how it awakened the truth in who you really are. And that was the whole point of that. I have self-love here twice, from the divine activation and healing deck, and from this deck as I am shuffling. And it's like when I give powerful messages like that, it seems like when I speak like this, it seems like these decks are always double. It always backs up divine activation and healing digital oracle deck. It always backs it up. It always does. Self-love. I have here self-love, limitless, inner child, letting go, true offering, and self-love. See, as I was speaking of before, thanking the people, places, and things, and even you, for thanking yourself for getting through it, thanking yourself for taking the steps, thanking yourself for even going through the experiences that you may not feel proud of, or in the experiences that you do feel proud of. Thanking yourself for that journey, and thanking yourself and thanking all that you've been through. Thanking the people, places, and things, because they showed you who you really were. So if there are certain crafts done on you, it's because of who you are. It's because of who you are. If you realize and looking at it in a perspective, there's many perspectives. Remember, there's depths of the truth, but looking at it in a perspective of, I must if you got to do a craft to get me off a path, or to keep me from this or that, I must really be divine. I must really be something, and I have here, positivity, divine timing, doubt, intention, and contentment. So choosing to be positive about this, trusting divine timing, being reminded to not to doubt yourself anymore. Continue to set your attention and allow contentment in your life. Allow this journey. See, you have awakened, and you may keep thinking that there's more that needs to be done, in which of course, as I've spoken of before, we are always continuing to evolve. We are always continuing to evolve, but allowing ourselves to be content of how far we've come and not trying to overdo it, because it goes back to being in the present moment and just allowing yourself to live, allowing yourself to experience, allowing yourself to be who you have become, be in this, and continue to choose self-love in this time. Empowerment. When you ask the divine to take over, you get pulled into your own authentic power. It's a force of inner love that wants your wholeness and magnificence. Unfold my true and radiant self. Wow. This is what's happening. Empowerment. Also, you could have warned. You also could have warned someone about the people that were around them. You probably could have warned them, and they probably haven't listened. You may have seen something or felt energy, and you may have tried to warn a person, but they may haven't listened. That's a message for someone. And you may have had to be removed from this person because this person didn't listen, because this person may have felt as though the effects wasn't affecting them. But what you eventually end up realizing, but what the divine had already knew, is it wasn't because of the person, it was because of you. So there may have been an energy on this person because someone may have done something with the manipulation of this person, but it wasn't affecting this person because they didn't believe that it was, which protected them. But who it affected was you, if that's resonating. And it still kind of affected them in a way, but they didn't. They may have not realized the illusion that was around it. That's why that moon card is here as well. That message may be for someone. That message may be for someone. They could be believing you now, or they will be. They will be. That message may be for someone. But choosing to be positive in this time may be significant for you. I know that this message was everywhere. I really hope that this message resonated for you. Please continue to be guided. Please know that you are loved. Please continue to love yourself in this time and to embrace who you are and who you've become, because you have awakened to a divine, beautiful, amazing, radiant being, and you deserve to honor that and honor your temple and honor that divinity that you have moved so much energy to become. So I really, really hope that this message resonated with you. Sending you so much love and light. May you get it through the wind. Thank you.